Hello, egregious groundhog here. I want to do this video because the carry, actually not carry sledge, more like spam sledge, I hear it's starting to become meta. So I just like to make these videos and get them out there since I think they're kind of relevant and helpful. So my opponent is going to do mass sledges. He's quick supply, which really gets him online quickly. And Farseer spec. I pick that almost every time I can. And I have a pretty bad opener. It's risky to do these sting openers, but I just like to try different things. I'm trying to do standard here, which I hear this sledgehammer, this mass sledgehammer punishes pretty badly. Also, this replay is messed up because of a patch, so you'll see some card drops, unit drops that don't make sense. Just ignore those. So anyway, not much to see here on this first round. Gonna go to round 2. So these aggro pushes, like the sledgehammer one, they're really they get messed up by RNG. I've got this card here that I picked that pretty much gets me out of trouble. Mass produced sledgehammer as a first card drop is insane. You have to pick it every time you get it. Oddly enough, it kind of sucks for him. If he picked it, it would just kind of nerf his existing 4 sledgehammers. It would still probably be a good card for him to pick, but the idea of nerfing your units just sounds kind of weird, so he doesn't pick it, but I definitely do pick it, and that keeps me in the game very well. It gives me HP to slow him down for cheap. So here I'm just kind of debating where I'm going to position these. Like I kind of think, well, if I put them further back, they'll walk with the fangs, right? And maybe the fangs won't get picked off as much by the marksman. But you don't want to be too far back and try to win one round by positioning poorly and kind of losing the overall game in your turns later. So yeah, put him around and in front of your towers is a better idea. And I decided not to overcommit on the left because I realized, yeah, you don't want to just be too reactive and put everything on the left side. They do flip them around, which is what he did. We're going to lose this one because we're still trying to catch up to the tempo of the supply specialist. So I think this replay is buggy because of a patch that dropped this morning. I think we're going to see this makes no sense. This never happened. We never saw these card drops, so just ignore that. Alright, so I've got my my Farseer online. I'm going to want to keep spamming these tanks. They're just such good value. That card is really going to start shining. Now, he's already on round 3 got Mech Rage. And he's got, what, 7? 6, but he'll eventually get 7. And I'm positioning. Positioning is really important. It's never just about just get this unit. Positioning really matters a lot. So I'm not claiming to be great at it. I'm just going to explain why I'm putting stuff here. Like I put this in the middle here just because I don't want these guys to have an easy path to come in, and hit something, from this like 45-degree angles here, right? So you just kind of want your units just generally all around and not too densed up in one area. You want to make it hard for him to have a path to the tower. And of course, when you're playing aggro, you want to be inside the towers more too. He never flanked in this matchup. I think we get a unit drop Yeah, we have to get a unit drop on round 4, by round 4. So you might not see the card show up. Yeah, these cards are not making sense. Yeah. Okay, you know, the cards make sense. I do remember getting Tank Production Line, and he did get Absorption Module, but I'm not seeing the unit drop yet that we got. He should have some Typhoons showing up. And I picked a boat. So this is really crucial in these hyper aggro games. Yeah, around turn 4, you definitely want to drop some oil down. That's going to be incredibly important for staying in the game. Yeah, these replays are screwed up. That does not happen in that game. That's not what happened. So that did not happen in that game. He actually had the Typhoons by round 4, so the replay's all screwed up. Sucks. But basically, this boat on round 4, maybe round 3, was back here in his back line. No, I had 2 boats. I had one here and one here. I put one here, sold that off, it popped his tower, and then he reacted to that by getting more marksmen back here, which is nice to put him on the defensive there. I've got EMP on the Farseer. Farseer is just a big power spike unit to have from turn 3 to 4, so definitely going to get that. And giving them EMP for only 100 is just such a huge advantage to his strategy, which is to get mech regionals on his sledges. Right. I gave them range just to keep them back a little bit further from the marksman. My thinking is that if this game goes on for longer, which it didn't, I would then get EMP after range to just shut down the attempt to carry sledges more efficiently. I didn't level the Overlord because what's the point? You just one-shot the tanks anyway. It'd be a waste. It'd be a waste. It would be poorly utilized 200 credits. So basically, beating this game was about balancing tempo and economy. You know, I didn't just buy a bunch of missiles, right, for the first couple rounds and ruin my economy. I got like big impactful cards Oil. Oil is really important. And these guys put all of their resources into this strategy, which leaves them weak in the back here. So just a single Overlord spawning back here, which we didn't see in the replay because it's all screwed up, but it happened. Just pops his tower on his like big round where he picked Mech Rage and was just going to have this blowout round, right? So predicting when these rounds come and playing it, it's a little bit of, I won't call it poker playing, because it's much more, it's unlike poker, it's more obvious when these big sort of crescendo final rounds are going to come and how to prepare for them. So reading their plays, knowing when they're going to pop something like Mech Rage and try to close out the game, and having some counterplay to that, and not being too reactionary. You know, not putting down a bunch of bubbles and missiles. Really avoid missiles. They're not the best for your economy. They're pretty easy to play around too for good players. Really looking at the cards. The cards are going to just shut down aggro so often, which is why I don't play these kinds of hyper aggro games. Is because the cards. Someone will get a Scorpion drop from Bear Like on like round 2. It's just hard to consistently have fun and win with these kinds of games. And you know, look for openings to flank. Don't do it too much, because if you waste too many of your units' deployment slots flanking, you get weak and you're kind of spread all out. You know, but strategically flank. Like I bought one Overlord, put him here on round 4, and then I immediately sold him after that. You know, stuff like that's totally useful. All right, that's it.